I am George Boston Rhymes on kbci.blogspot.com, YouTube, Boston G.B.R. I feel a need to try and explain who I am and what I do on behalf of others. What makes me tick, many of you all may have asked on YouTube. Well, first of all, I'm a retired from the United States Armed Forces. And I have overthrown many governments. And I realized that I could go back to prison. I could go back to jail if I'm not careful. And I could be confined in that institution perhaps for the rest of my life. And so I have chosen to give you truth. I stand before the powers of the city and the county, as you have seen on my videos. I challenge governments because I know the importance and the dangers of overthrowing governments. I don't want to go back into prison. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to be incarcerated. I don't want to be denied my constitutional rights out of fear. But I have overthrown governments, and people are unhappy with that. They would want me to go back into jail and prison for the rest of my natural life. But I chose to continue to give truth, even though I run the risk of going back into jail and prison because I love you just that much. You see, I used to hate myself because I was black, because I had big lips, kinky hair, black or brown skin, told that I was 3/5 of a human being, a people without a country, an ignorant human being, not worth anything. So I chose to seek out and find the truth about myself. And so I got tired of being called all the negative names that I'm called. So I sought out to make corrections in a world like this. So I committed my life to bringing about change for the suffering people on my beloved planet. So I overthrew governments. And I could go back any day now, back into jail, back into prison, back into having my constitutional rights denied. But I risked the chance and the choice because it's worth it, because I love you. I do what I do. You see, I sat under pastors who were black in skin but white in heart and character mentality. And so I chose to rise above my religious teachers. And I overthrew the government of my own mind. It takes power to overthrow the government of your own mind. I overthrew the negativity in the Senate and House of Representatives or Congress in my own head, to come to the knowledge of that regardless of all the obstacles that I'm faced with, that I must want for my neighbor that which I want and have for myself. And it matters not whether the person is black or white, brown, red, or green. It's about wanting for my neighbor that which I want and have for myself and my own 3 children and kinfolk. If I cannot want for my neighbor the same things that I want, then I have allowed others to overthrow the government of my own head, the Congress of my own head. You should give nobody that right to overthrow the government of your own mind, especially in hard economic times like these. You see, we have become so indoctrinated, so incarcerated, caught up into the moment of now to get the dollar of the day and tomorrow, that we lose consciousness and others take over the powers and the government of our own mind, which is the only government that could control you at this dispensation. So I wanted to cut this clip to let you all know that I will not, cannot go back into prison, back into jail, be denied my rights as a human being, let alone to talk about I'm a follower of Jesus, Mohammed, or the son of Amram and Yoshabel Moses, or Buddha, or any other of the great religions of the world, while I sit back, drive my black Cadillac, and act like I'm better than everybody else. And so, when you see on these clips, you don't see sexual connotations. You don't see hate on none of these videos. This is a YouTube channel that is all about you. This is a YouTube channel that is all about the upward mobility of the human race. This YouTube channel is one that you need to call your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, and your little children to join and listen to. For in the YouTube channel of Boston G.B.R, until they shut me down, will always be directed for the upward mobility of your mind, of your spirit, of your soul, and that goes beyond the Catholic Church, the Muslim faith, the Christian faith, the Hindu faith, the faith of Judaism, or any other of these. There's something about the uniqueness of God, and those who really love the uniqueness and the purity and the originality of truth speakers. There's something about them that the wicked does not respect. But I leave you with this. Dr. King quoted it so often. Though we suffer, though we die, by the blood of the Lamb, we shall overcome. For it is appointed unto man, according to Paul to the Galatians, God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man sow, that shall he also reap. And Luke sealed the book. Jesus sealed the book in St. Luke 4:18 concerning his readmission statement. For the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, and he has anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor, the recovering of sight unto the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised. Yeah, preaching the gospel to the poor, ensuring that we don't go to church every Sunday and get up on Monday